Two men of faith used to East London, but now working in a very different setting, on wards with very sick patients.
That means donning your PPE. Because I've got a beard, I've got a big mask, helmet, which I use to go into the ward.
I'd just been thinking to myself, funny enough, what can I do to help people in this time? And then phone rang. It was my Vicar General, who's like the Bishop's number 2, and he said, "This is in your parish, you need to get in there." So I'm like, "Yes, sir."
Every patient is unconscious, as so far when I've visited, and it's intense. The ward is intense, but calm at the same time.
Most wards you go onto when you make hospital visits, I suppose there's a mixture of levels of health. Some people are recovering, they're chatting, some people are unconscious, and all in between. Here, everyone's unconscious, and doctors and nurses are working, around just every moment to keep people alive.
I think families are anxious. Families are worried. They're concerned, because usually in a hospital setting, families are the ones who come and support patients, who come next to the patient. Even if they're unconscious, they feel that they're next to the patient. But here we don't have that. And therefore, I think for chaplains contacting the families and saying, "Look, I've been to your loved one, I've spent some time with them, I've held their hand, I've stroked their hair, I've stroked their head, and I've been praying for them," I think that brings a lot of comfort.
I was asked to be with a family member who came to visit someone on the ward, and who wasn't herself particularly religious, but her husband was, and his family definitely was. And when we came off the ward, after I'd done the prayers with this chap on the ward, she lit up and she said, "This will mean so much to the family back home. I can't tell you how much it will mean to them to know that a priest was there in his final moments."
It just gives us a sense of reality, that this world is temporary. We being in this world is temporary, and for as a Muslim, we believe in the hereafter, and for me, it's gives me more focus on the hereafter.
What's it done to me? Gosh, well, I come out of this place, I'm here nearly every day. I come out emotionally and physically exhausted, but I get home, I sit on my chair and I think, this is why I was ordained a priest. It's the most meaningful work I think I've done in my entire ministry, and really makes me happy to be a priest.